I want to say thank you to all who view my videos. I want to say thank you so much. And say thank you for the subscribers, for your energy, for how you come and you share and you come to listen to the message. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I thank you so much. Whew, I'm so grateful for you. I send you nothing but kisses and love. Mwah. Hand over heart for the affirmation. I am not society's script. I am my own definition. I am not of this system, but a flame from God, source, the divine. I don't stress about what I can't physically fix. I let go of that attachment. I monitor the use of my own energy. If you don't monitor the use of your own energy, somebody gonna say, let me get that off you right there. Because we got a lot of scammers out here in these streets. Okay. Just saying. I woke up, and sometimes it could be your own family. It be your own people. Okay. I woke up at 3:27 a.m. That don't mean no harm. It's just a survival. It was hard to stay up. I had just spent time with God, and I had just fell asleep at 1:30 a.m. Just talking and meditating and being in the holy presence with no interruptions. When I say it was lit, I felt like my body was lifting up off the bed by the time I went to sleep. I just felt like my body was like something had me on a conveyor belt. It was so beautiful. I tried to stay up, but my body said, we don't have the juice, partner. I prayed in tongues as I fell back asleep. I said, I'm gonna give these tongues. I woke up refreshed for my day and ready to go. Things just felt different. I can't explain it, but it just felt different today. I'm ready for anything, and I know it's for my good and growth. It may not all be perfect, but I've learned so much lately that I know I can handle it all. I really didn't realize how much of myself was going to others instead of building my dreams. It's not bad, but when others show you that it's your job and your duty to take care of them and forget about you, that's a huge problem. No one is higher in my life than me and God. I deserve all of me and my own attention. I love you all for showing me who I am. Woo! At the being of my core. Today's Bible reading was Ecclesiastes 2. We've all chosen what we want without a spiritual backing. We took the spiritual life, like God and whoever you want to call God, out of church. There's no accountability for the leaders. That needs to change. That leaves us down dark roads. Not good at all. Once we see the truth and how we've been in cruise mode and not paying attention to what we say we really want, we can change that. The Quran 57:20 warns that worldly life is like a play and a temporary illusion. It doesn't last, but what you do leaves a mark on history. In Ifa, Ofun Maya highlights that true fulfillment and lasting success comes from aligning my destiny with spiritual wisdom. Uwe Pele, rather than material accumulation, which can be fleeting and vanity. Asan is alignment with one's personal ado to ensure that the work of one's hands is prosperous and meaningful. You see all of that sounded the same? Ain't nothing different. That leads me to think that they done changed this world so many times and they done had so many start over that I really truly believe that each time they started the world over, it was the same, but they changed the spiritual practices. That's just my thought. I don't have complete truth on that, but something's up with that. Plus, a lot of the stuff that the Bible says is connected to Ifa and African teachings that leads me to think that what we're doing is African teaching. Okay, the symptoms, my whole body was vibrating like I was floating on a conveyor belt. And I couldn't see the conveyor belt, but I felt it. I had vivid dreams that I could actually touch. I'm seeing what's mine and what's others. So they're responsible for whatever they're going through to find out their way on their own. I'm not, I'm done running in to save others from the mess they made. I'm using my energy for me. I had put everyone in front of me and I didn't take care of myself like I am now. To the point people were telling me it was my responsibility to take care of family and friends, like paying all their bills and mine, while they saved their money or lying saying they didn't have any money. I'm taking all that power back from me so you can have the life you had when I was there. You didn't see me or respect me, so I removed myself. Listen, I'm not mad at you. I'm just giving you what you truly wanted. You wanted freedom, and now you have it. In 2018, I had just beat cancer. Never celebrated. Went through divorce because I was so busy taking care of everybody else, running in to save everybody else, that I never took the chance to celebrate myself, but I'm going to celebrate myself. And then I went through a divorce. Ended up homeless outside of my choice. That wasn't my choice. But my, long story short, my ex-husband had called the police on me, and the police had guns. They was getting ready to shoot me point blank. However, one of the police officers remembered me because I worked at a national training center where I was at, and they recognized me from being at the training center, and they stopped. And they said, "We know you." And they said, "Get out of here and don't look back because that person lied on you." And I said, "I wasn't even here." There it is. And I ended up, okay, that was outside of my choice. I stayed with people who treated me like they couldn't even see me and took from me. I was doing my best to stay in love. I was fighting to stay here. I was fighting cancer and nobody knew because I didn't tell nobody. Then I moved out to stay with someone else who did the same thing. Then I rented a house and they tried to sell the house from underneath me, and then I bought my dream house, as I thought. It was 5 bedroom, 4 bath. Oh, I worked hard to get that house for me and my family, and then everything changed because people got jealous that I was in that house, but they didn't know what I did to get into that house. I worked my butt off. When I say I worked my butt off, I worked my butt off for that. Everything changed in 2022 to 2025, and my life has been constantly changing ever since. I never had a chance, like I said, to celebrate being cancer-free. I am. And people who I thought would celebrate me, my birthday, didn't. That hurt because I was there for them. And I'm just going to be celebrating me, myself, and I. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going after my dreams instead of waiting on someone to say I'm worthy. I am worthy, and I see all my worthiness. So if you don't see me, suck a toe, because I'm going. And I'll let the chips fall where they may as I live my best life that I sacrificed to bring life into the world. I sacrificed my military career, just left to raise. Am I mad? No. Because anytime that you give love to anyone, it is not a wasted thing. I love you so much, but the love for me is even stronger. I'm going to live for all of me with nothing to be concerned about but me for the moment. Don't forget about my event, 2/26/26, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be on a podcast tomorrow night. I'm so excited. I will send out the info so you can watch it because it will be live. I'm excited. Everyone gets the opportunity to do their own work and wake up in their own timing. It's hard when you love folks, but in their own timing, keep going. They get the opportunity to decide just like you did. Don't carry nobody else's burden or fight for them. Read Philippians 2:12 for yourself. Keep going. You let them figure this out. They grown. They know everything. You let them figure it out. They are not your responsibility. James 1:19-21 NLT. Don't allow anyone to take your power or your energy because they will, and they will act like it's your responsibility. You are responsible for me, myself, and I. You look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm responsible for me, myself, and I. My dear brothers and sisters, We must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Human anger doesn't produce the righteousness God desires, so get rid of all the negative thinking. Humbly accept the word that God has planted in our hearts. For it has the power to save our soul. I don't know what God told you. I know what God told me. And I'm going to keep doing it. Verses like the Quran 17:53 and 148 highlight the importance of speaking kindly, avoiding slander, and speaking the truth. 2:254 emphasizes that it's not for creation to question Allah's decisions because Allah knows better. Why? In a better position, can see the whole story, just like we say with God. It requires the believers to surrender to Allah's will, which is a message of faith and surrender to divine authority. You see how we doing the same thing when we fighting over a title? Because that's what they do. They separate us. Let me tell you something. When all of Africa decided they're going to be a continent of Africa and quit being separated by the colonization and the imperialism, it's going to be some danger. You hear me? When Kenya to decide to get with the young man that's the military, I can't say his name properly. I do not want to mess up his name. I'm going to say Mufasa. Because that's what I think of when I say his name. And Ghana, you know what y'all be doing. Y'all would take over the world. Do you hear me? It'll be like our own Wakanda. I'm just saying. It's time to get them up out y'all country. Because the only thing they doing is taking y'all stuff. And y'all got all the raw materials. You got all the raw materials. Only thing you got to do now is, and you got all them people with all them degrees. Only thing you got to do is come up with a way to make the devices that you need instead of worrying about Europe and America taking care of you. Become self-sufficient. Our ancestors were. What's stopping you?